Hey folks, Mike Bloom here with a teaching and learning tip for the humanities. So in one of my last videos, I showed folks how they could use the new beta feature in Zoom to make themselves part of a slideshow in PowerPoint. And so you can see here, I'm actually in this slideshow in PowerPoint. It looks really nice. And I can go ahead and continue on my slides and go to the next slide, and I can move myself around. But now, as I mentioned in the last tutorial, this really looks best if you can have a green screen. And I know it's very difficult for some people to have a green screen depending on their office setup, but I've done it and it's super easy to do. If you want to follow my example, I've got a video here coming up that shows you my process of putting up a green screen. And I've also got some information after that on the equipment that you'll need. And it's basically very easy. All you need is a piece of fabric that's particularly ugly green, something that you wouldn't want to wear. I just went to Joann Fabrics and got the ugliest fabric that I could find, and a string and some anchor points for your walls and some clips to attach your fabric to. And now take a look and you'll see what my setup looks like, and hopefully you'll be able to try it out yourself. So let me kind of show you my setup here and just how easy it is. As you notice, I've got my computer here and I've got my chair here, and I've got this green screen. And the green screen is just a piece of cloth that I got from Joann Fabric. And you'll notice that I've got a wire here. Well, it's a string, and I've got it attached to my wood door frame with a little hook, and I've got the string attached to the hook. I've got a bungee cord. You don't need a bungee cord, but I'd like to have that so that I can tighten up the green screen. As you can see, I can make it tight so that it's a little bit more taut, and you get a better quality that way. And but you don't need that. You could just have it hanging. So at one end, I've got the string set to that end, and I'll come around the back here, and you can see I've got this one is just hooked up to a bookshelf, but you could do the same thing. You can put a hook on the other end, and you notice I've got this bungee cord again, but again, I don't need the bungee cord. It's just there to hold the string taut, rather to hold the curtain taut. So this is just a piece of fabric, as I said, and it's even a little bit sparkly. It has to be green. It has to be this weird green. And then you'll notice that I didn't even want to bother putting grommets in my fabric. So what I did is I just got these curtain rod holders. So it's got a little loop here that goes over the string, and it's got a little clip at the end, and I just clip a bunch of them so that it makes it nice and tight. And it just hangs down at the bottom. So you see it hangs down there at the bottom, and it's very easy to set that up. I do have some lights, even though I've got a lot of natural light coming. You can see today it's been raining forever, and I've got a swamp in the backyard. So I just like to have a few lights. I have a ring light here, and I've got this other light over here, but you don't really need that. I just like to have it there. And now what I can do is I can decide if I want my chair in the shot. It can hang behind the chair, the curtain can, and if I want the chair out of the shot so that I have more of a floating body effect, I can just put that over there, and then it kind of disappears. So that's all you really need to have. Now I will say that you notice how close I've got it to my chair, and that's really important because the closer you have your green screen to the chair, the less fabric you actually need, and the easier it's going to be for you to hide that chair behind the green screen if you want to do that. And the other great thing about having this setup is it's very easy to take down. I could even have had this on a command strip so that I could just take the command strip down, so I don't have to, if I have it in a place in my house where this is not going to want to be up all the time, it's very easy to put up and take down if I need to. If I've got a hook, I can just unhook it. Or what I like to do is when I don't want the screen there, I just unhook the bungee cord here, and I can just push this all the way over to the side. And that's it. And now you'll see my messy room that I do all my work in, and you won't see that with the green screen in front of the messiness. So that's how I do a green screen the easiest possible way. So now I've got my green screen all set up, and you can see how nice and green it is behind me. And now the question is, how do I make sure that it activates the green screen when I'm in Zoom? There's one more step that we need to do. So if you'll notice, I'm going to go to my, next to my stop video, I've got this pull down arrow here, pull up arrow right there. And I'm going to click on that, and I'll choose virtual background. I can also go to video settings, but let's just go right to it on choose virtual background. And now you'll notice that my option here is I have a green screen. And make sure that that's checked. If you don't have it checked, it's going to look weird. So if I don't have it checked and I go through all of my stuff, you'll see I still have this, like my fingers disappear, and you'll see it doesn't look great. And here I am, messing up the Sistine Chapel. So it's not going to be the optimum, and there's no reason that you put the green screen there. But if you choose I have a green screen, look what happens. Now all of a sudden, there's all of that stuff is gone. My hand in front of the Sistine Chapel doesn't mess anything up. I can swap really easily back and forth between all of my backgrounds. I can import a PowerPoint to have that directly behind me. So it's going to be much better, and it's going to be much more of an illusion that you're actually in front of the thing that you're showing behind you. So that's creating a green screen, and it's super easy. You can contact us. Either contact me at mxbloom@wm.edu or contact Steely at stli@wm.edu if you want more information or need help with anything that we've discussed here. Have a great day and hope to catch you next time.